Yo, it's Sparty. I'm on the road. It's pretty fucking slippery out. It snowed like 2 to 3 to 52 feet last night. A lot of fucking snow poured down. A lot of you guys are probably worried about my safety, and I appreciate that. I appreciate, me trying to swerve and stay in the lanes while I'm going 85 on the highway with a little bit of snow on the ground. It's okay. I don't let a little bit of snow affect me. I'm like a fucking bulldozer. I'll go right through that shit. That shit ain't stopping me. Little snow doesn't stop Sparty, and it shouldn't for you guys either. Anyway, I wanted to make a quick video about long-distance relationships. I've been getting a couple of questions lately on long-distance relationships and how you can get back with an ex who you're in a long-distance relationship, or you had a long-distance relationship with. Now, I want to address this. Everyone considers a long-distance relationship different. They don't have a set distance where they would consider it long distance. Some people consider driving an hour long distance. But that's generally people in high school. Generally, people in high school don't really have access to a car or something, so they consider a long-distance relationship 1 hour. However, most of my viewers are in their 20s or 30s, whatever, and they all vary on how long they think a long-distance relationship is. Some consider it 3 hours away, some consider it 2 hours away, some consider it 5 hours away, some consider it a plane ride away. Now, for me, what Sparty Fortune does is I consider a long-distance relationship anyone that you would have to go hop on a plane to see if you wanted to see them. And where you would only really see them maybe once every 2-3 months, that is what I would consider a long-distance relationship. Now, of course, you got a fucking dilemma if you are broken up with and you are in a long-distance relationship, because honestly, that shit is not fucking easy to get back with an ex through a long-distance relationship. However, I will tell you this. If you are in a long-distance relationship, you have a very, 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 very strong connection with your ex or current girlfriend, okay? If you are in a long-distance relationship, that connection was fucking deep. It was fucking strong. It was, in order for each of you guys to pursue that, you had a lot of fucking obstacles. One of them being the toughest obstacle ever in a relationship, which would be distance. Distance away from someone. And if you can last with a long distance like that, you had a fucking strong ass fucking connection where you guys committed to each other without even being able to see each other as often as you would like. I'm telling you, it is strong. And I've been in some long distance relationships in my life. Those were the strongest relationships that I had. And I understand where you guys are fucking coming from, because that shit is not fucking easy. Because when you break up with your ex who's in a long-distance relationship, you always kind of have that fear that maybe I'm never going to see this person again. Maybe I won't even run into this person again. And it's a fear. It's a fear that's going to happen just because that's what happens with long-distance relationships. If if you're living in Florida, why the hell are you going to go to, and your ex is in Montana? Why the hell are you randomly going to go to Montana? Okay, you're never going to run into your ex. You're never going to see them. That's one of the fucking thought loops that people in long-distance relationships face. And I understand that. I understand. And it's not your fault, because most of the time in long-distance relationships, there's nothing you can do. It's just the distance that tears people apart. You can't see them as often. The connection was strong, but it's not your fault. It's just sometimes the distance is a huge roadblock, and that's not your fucking fault. And oftentimes, people in their 20s, in order to stay in a long-distance relationship, it's got to be really fucking serious. And one of the things is, it's tough to know if that person is right for you in your early 20s. If you're in your early 20s, let's say you're 22, and you're in a long-distance relationship and you're both working or something, that shit is not fucking easy. I gotta put my phone down, a little cop action. See? Boom, 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 boom. You guys see that? I don't know. But, so I want to tell you guys how, going on what I just said, long-distance relationships, hard to work in your early 20s because you guys gotta both know that you want each other. Now, oftentimes a long-distance relationship will last after a year, but then you gotta one of the decisions really gonna come down to, does one of you guys plan on moving to the other person? Or can you guys meet up and live in a mutual spot together? And oftentimes that might be a deal breaker for some people. And a lot of times that will be the factor on why you guys will break up. Now, sometimes it's not. Sometimes there's different factors, which is the reason why you guys break up. Maybe it's just because she wants to have more comfort in her life. Maybe she's just I don't know, peeling your oranges the wrong way. Maybe your fucking sunglasses are ugly, not like Sparty's. Sparty's are dope. Maybe your haircut's not that good. I mean, you could have a normal reason for a breakup. I'm just saying the most often reason why someone gets dumped is just because of the move that might have to happen. And it's just too much to make a relationship last after 3 years long distance when you're only seeing each other 5 times a year. That shit isn't easy. So one of you at some point is going to have to move. Now, that's something you'd have to talk about. Now, going on from that, how would you get an ex back who broke up with you and you are in long distance? And I'm not gonna lie, it's not gonna be fucking easy, and that's why you need a little bit of coaching for that. Now, I'm gonna tell you the main method of how to get someone back who was in a long distance relationship. The main thing that you have to do is just kind of like any other relationship. Mainly, you got to play no contact for a little bit. If she broke up with you for, let's just say, just because of the distance, she doesn't hate you. She doesn't want to block you. She obviously wants you in your life, or her life, but it's just too much. Now, you got to honestly just say, okay, when she breaks up with you, you got to just accept the decision. You got to agree with it, and then you just got to contact her. It's going to be hard. I'm telling you, it's going to be hard because you're going to have these thought loops, these negative fucking thought loops in the back of your head that's going to prevent you from trying, like, that will probably try to make you reach out to her. And it's hard because she's not mad at you. She doesn't hate you. She technically wants to be with you, but the fucking roadblock is too fucking deep. So you have to make her want you more than you want her. And how do you do that? You got to do no contact for a little bit. You can't reach out to her, man. You just can't fucking reach out to her. You got to let her emotions fucking ride the fuck out. Now, at some point during no contact, she will probably reach out to you. And at that point, you will have a little conversation and try to have a plan to meet up with her. That's just what you fucking do. If she hits you up, let's just say she's living in fucking South Carolina and you're living in, I don't know, Maine. And you're from Maine, she hits you up. You talk a little bit and say, hey, listen, I plan to visit kind of the area at some point. Why don't we meet up? Why don't we temporarily meet up for a little bit? And she'll probably say yes. This is one of the few times where I will allow you to reach out to your ex if it's a long distance relationship. If you wait a little bit, like 45 days or something, and you hit up your ex and just randomly say, hey, what's up? What are you up to? I'm gonna be in your area. That's fine, okay? The only reason that you should be hitting her up is just to tell her that you'll be in her area, you would like to meet up for some coffee at some point, one of the random days, and maybe you guys can link up. It's a low investment thing. She will probably fucking do it just because you had a strong emotional connection with her. And then, and simply that she still has feelings for you. They don't go away. They're not going to go away. She had really fucking strong feelings for her. You're just not seeing her that often. But if you want to make it work, you're going to have to fucking see her in person. You're going to have to create that sexual fucking chemistry when you see her. Now, when you hit her up, you should try to find a date where she'll be there and you guys can link up.